Yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. How is everyone doing today? How are y'all doing today? It's a little windy here today on the trail, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay. It's not that heavy of a wind, but heavier than it's been lately. But it's still a beautiful day here in Redwood City, California, where I live. It's about 80 degrees right now. And I feel great. I feel fantastic. Now, let me get to something here first and foremost. If you haven't already noticed, my Walking with Purpose streams this past Monday moved from my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, to this channel here, Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Stream. Uncensored, I keep saying that. I changed the name to Authentic Live Streams. Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. Let's just call it Coach Eli 2, all right? They moved here on Monday because that was the day this channel was accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. And myself and my lady, who's my business partner, we now have two great monetized channels out here on YouTube. And typically it takes about a week or so to get channel memberships activated on a new channel or a newly monetized channel. But my memberships were activated yesterday. They gave it to me yesterday after, less than 4 days of being in the partner program. And I set it all up. So, like I said, these Walking with Purpose streams now are members-only chats. They are publicly available, but if you do want to chat, you will need to purchase a minimum $2.99 per month channel membership. That will just get you members-only chats. Now, there are other packages here on this channel. They're exactly the same as they are on my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. We will occasionally do some pre-recorded content here and some members-only live streams from the studio. So if you want all of that on top of the members-only chat, you'll have to get at least the $4.99 per month channel membership package. And this morning I got up and I looked in the back end of YouTube Studio on Coach Eli 2, and we also got the shopping tab activated. So we have everything, just like we've had on the main channel for a while. This channel here, not Coach Eli 2, Authentic Live Streams, is fully monetized. Super chats, super stickers, super thanks on the pre-recorded videos. And got channel memberships now. And we've also got the shopping tab, which is the merch tab. So that means over the weekend or by early next week, my lady and I are going to be working on some Coach Eli merch. We're going to start off using a Spring or teespring.com, which is now called Spring, but it's still at teespring.com. The URL is still the same. And by sometime next week, both my channels will have a merch wall right below the video, whether you're on mobile or on your laptop or desktop, and you'll be able to purchase Coach Eli merchandise right from your YouTube app. It's going to be awesome. So lots of great things have been happening. I was going to go live yesterday a couple times, but I had an issue with a crucial piece of software that I use in the studio. And I had to figure out how to get it to work again, because every so often, it's a great program and it's stable for the most part, but every so often it has a crash that takes time to figure out, to restore it back to normal. And so I spent all day and all night last night and part of this morning and even early afternoon until I got it to work. I figured out what the issue was, and now it's fully functioning. So I decided to get right back to it. And my lady actually inspired me to do this topic. She just doesn't know it. My lady is going to be heading over to come spend time with me this weekend real soon. And I'll get more into that as I get into the topic, because part of the topic, involves, something that happened between her and everything. It's not a bad thing. It's just, it's just something that happens that couples deal with. And I will share more about that in just a little bit. Got 6 people here, 4 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Moderators, you can chat for free. You do not need to purchase a membership if you're a moderator. If you're not, you'll need to purchase at least a $2.99 channel membership here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams to be able to chat. Now, the in-studio streams that I'm going to be doing with my lady and sometimes by myself are not going to be going to members only chat, at least for the time being. Those are going to be subscribers only chats. And we have not decided if we're going to make people wait 20 minutes before they can start chatting, or make them wait a day or half a day. But for the time being, till we figure it out, excuse me, got a little gas. For the time being, till we figure it out between my lady and I, we're going to leave the in-studio live streams here on Coach Eli 2 to subscribers only chat with no waiting period. So once you subscribe, you can immediately start chatting. Now, there is going to be a 30 to 60 second slow mode, and a lot of that has to do with trolling and inappropriate stuff that we're trying to minimize. Obviously, you can't get rid of all of it, but here's the thing, folks. A lot of people wonder, why do I have such great strict security on my channel through Nightbot, the block words list on Nightbot, and the block words list on YouTube, right? And then using slow mode. If I didn't do all of that, I wouldn't be able to run a show. I would be getting so trolled and harassed by weak, pathetic beta males. Let's put it that way. It's not, and the women don't even do it. Like every now and then I have some women come at me, but women, for the most part, have not come at me at the level that these weak, needy, desperate, insecure, pathetic beta male losers have. I can't put it any better than that. Hey, Lewis Fuller, how you doing? Welcome to the show, brother. It's great to see you here, man. How you doing today? Lewis, are you interested in trying to get your Lewis Fuller channel monetized? I've got 2 monetized channels now, Lewis. We got to help you get at least one of your channels monetized. I think you only have 1 channel. I think it would be great to get you monetized, Lewis. I just gave you a thumbs up. Thank you, Lewis. Good afternoon to you as well, brother. Is it hot over there today in Texas? It's about 80 degrees here. Actually, the outside temperature on my car read 79 right when I pulled into the parking lot of the trail. So I had a great show planned to do yesterday. I was about to go live and do it. And then when I launched my audio program, I had this audio program I use to play music during the breaks, and to use, it has a little like digital soundboard on it where I just hit a button for whatever sound I want to play. And it just crashed. And I couldn't get it to work. And so I kept pushing the show off. If you noticed that show, for those of you that watch Coach Eli very closely, I don't know why you would do that, but some people do, right? You probably noticed that I had that stream public until late at night. And it kept on saying, waiting for Coach Eli 2 authentic live streams for a while. They never showed up. Ended up putting it to private. And it was because I was working on that issue on my computer. Crucial issue. I need that program to work. It's a crucial part of my broadcasts. But I put it to private. I'm going to be redoing that show either tonight. That is if my lady is not up to doing a show with me. Or instead of doing that, I'll do a different show with my lady tonight. So you're going to get another show on Coach Eli 2 authentic live streams from the studio tonight. It'll be either with or without my lady. It all depends on how she feels when she gets out here, if she has the energy and stuff. If that's going to happen, it's probably not going to happen until about 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Because her and I are going to order some takeout, have some dinner when she gets here, and then we'll be ready to go live around 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, if she goes live with me. If not, then I will do a brief 1 hour show at that same time, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, and do the show I was going to do yesterday. And it's regarding, ladies, don't do this on Hinge or other dating apps if you want success. I told my lady about this, and she was looking forward to it, but I had issues yesterday, technical issues, that I had to postpone the show. But I told my lady, I've got almost 60 screenshots of women's profiles. They were, I believe these are all from Hinge. Because before I met my lady, I was using Hinge and Match.com and Bumble. And as I was swiping through the profiles back in those days, any unusual profiles or any profiles where women were saying things that most men would be unattracted to, I would screenshot it. Now I've got a whole show to do on it. It's going to be when you see these screenshots, oh, man, don't get me wrong, it's all clean. It's there's no nudity or anything like that. But when you see these screenshots, what these ladies wrote, you're going to end up saying, wow, no wonder why they're single. Why they're still single. Yeah, I said the same thing back then. I would take a screenshot and either swipe left, it was Bumble, or X if it's I believe Hinge. You would click the X or the check mark. The X would be like swiping left, and the check mark would be like swiping right. On Bumble, there's no swiping, it's just the X and the check mark, if I remember correctly. So, I look forward to doing that show, and if I don't do that show, let me move on by and let my buddy pass on by here. Somebody's passing by. If I don't end up doing that show tonight, I may end up doing it early tomorrow morning before my lady head out for the day. It just all depends what we have going on. Got 8 in the box, 6 thumbs up. Again, please consider becoming a channel member for just $2.99 per month or 10 cents per day. So you can chat here. All of these mobile live streams, these Walking with Purpose streams at least, are going to be members only chats from this point on. I mean, I reserve the right to change that or occasionally do one completely public, but for the most part, they're going to be members only chats. And hey, if nobody chats, that's okay. That's okay. People that value the content, people that value what I do and value my help, are going to have no problem becoming a channel member for $2.99 per month. I would suggest the $4.99 package because that's going to get you everything, because we will be, like I said earlier, we will be doing some pre-recorded videos on here occasionally on Coach Eli 2 and maybe some shorts, YouTube shorts, and some members-only live streams. So, consider going for the $4.99 package. But if you just want the members-only chats and you're that tight on money, the $2.99 will get you the members-only chats. And you'll have full access to communicate with me and ask any questions while I do these walks. On-demand coaching, right? Real-time coaching. That's what my lady and I are doing. We're going to be taking real-time live coaching to the next level between both the channels we have here on YouTube. And again, if you haven't subscribed to the main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, it's the one that has almost 8K subs. It's been around for 3.5 years. This channel's been around for 3 years here, but I just started focusing on it about 3-4 months ago. Go subscribe to my main channel, Nightbot, sharing the link in the chat every 7 minutes. Or just go to youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. That's youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. All right. We're going to get right to it here in a second. Let's get right to it. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition, live from the San Francisco Bay Trail here in beautiful Redwood City, California. This is episode number 347, episode number 347. Wow. Whew. And the topic today is sometimes plans change. And there's no reason to get upset over it. And there's no need to get upset over it. No, the topic is sometimes plans change. And there's no need to get upset over it. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this show, my wonderful, beautiful, amazing lady, my other half, my better half, I'm being nice because I love her. I do. I love you, baby. I know you're probably listening. My lady inspired me to do this topic without even realizing it because of something that happened right before I was setting up this stream to come out and do it. And originally, my lady and I had planned for her to leave by 3 or 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock at the latest. But I called her up and I told her, I said, can you please leave at 5 o'clock? I got to get a walk, and I just fixed everything on the computer. We're all set to go. That way I don't have to worry about it all weekend and we can have fun and do whatever, right? And she started to get a little bit, I wouldn't say upset. She was disappointed, and I don't blame her. I don't blame you for that, baby. I don't blame you for that. And it really, really was bugging her. And I'm a lot more understanding when women react to things like this because, like I've always said, women are emotional beings that respond to everything emotionally first based on how they're feeling in the present moment. And for reasonable men, for non-beta males, for reasonable, strong men like myself, we think about things logically. If somebody needs to push back, hanging out an hour or so, we'll just say, yeah, it's cool, dude, whatever. Yeah, just come over when you can. No worries. Or, I'll come over when you're available. Just let me know when you're free. If you need a little more time, let me know. I'll come over later, right? So that's the difference between, give me a second, it's a little bit windy right now. That's the difference between how men and women handle those situations. And it's absolutely normal for women to handle it this way and be disappointed over plans being, set back an hour. Because when a woman really loves her man, she wants to spend all the damn time with him. And if she hasn't seen him in 3 or 4 days, she misses him. And every hour that she has to wait longer to see him, she more so misses him. And then, it gets to the point of where it's like very frustrating to her. And I understand that, but that's not my intentions. I've learned in life, folks, because the stuff that bothers my lady, which is, like I said, it's more normal for women to react to it this way. I get it, right? The stuff that bothers my lady used to even bother me as a man in my younger days. I used to hate it when people would flake on me. I used to hate it when they would push back plans, right? I used to get really upset. I used to let it bother me, right? And as I got older, like in my early to mid 30s, is when I turned this around. I just didn't let it affect me anymore. And how did I do that? What do I suggest to people that are going through this and are having a hard time being understanding that, hey, people are going to flake, people are going to be late, people are going to change plans. Everybody does it. We all do it, right? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I started to keep myself more occupied. I found a new group of friends. I started doing business networking events when I became self-employed, and I was driving all over Northern California 4 or 5 days a week, at the same time writing insurance policies, taking care of clients. I kept myself super, super, super busy to the point of where, I didn't care if anyone flaked on me, because if one person flaked on me, there were 10 others that were demanding my attention. When I say demanding, I don't mean like they were demanding, but they wanted to, have a coffee meeting with me. They wanted to do business with me or something, right? In other words, what I'm trying to say is that, and I'm not saying this about you, babe. I'm saying in general. I'm saying that people that get upset when plans change. Again, you're not wrong for that, babe, and people aren't wrong for feeling a little disappointed when their plans change. But when it really gets to you and you react to it, it's because you have too much time on your hands, right? It's because you have too much time on your hands, and you may be dependent on that person being around you for your happiness. Now, I can understand for women, like my lady, she loves being around me. Like, I guess I make her happier than anything, and I'm trying to say that as humbly as possible. Whoa. It's a bit windy right here. Give me a second, folks. I'm trying to say that with as much humility as possible, but it's the truth, right? And she has lots of other friends and things she can do, but she would rather spend all her free time with me. And hey, that's not bad, right? But sometimes, even in a relationship, both the man and the woman need a little time apart to do their own thing. Like for me, the last day and a half or so, I was trying to fix an issue I had on my laptop that was going to affect the future videos and streams that I do from the studio, including the ones I do with my lady. So I wasn't even trying to be selfish. I was just trying to fix something that is a crucial and instrumental part of our business, right? And my lady knows that. She's very smart. She knows that. But still, she misses me. And again, here I'm even missing my own point here. I'm going to make it very clear right now. Men and women process emotions differently. For women, nothing else matters to a woman besides how she's feeling in the present moment all the time. What matters to women is how they're feeling right now, all the freaking time, right? With normal, decent men like myself, non-beta males like myself, right? We look at things more logically, and we're able to turn off the emotion, and we're able to just ignore stupid shit and drama and people talking shit and trying to distract us. Like a man like myself can basically just avoid things that are distractions when I need to get something done, like what I needed to do yesterday, right? With women, it's about how they're feeling right now, and nothing else matters besides how they're feeling right now. Period. End of story. And they're just not biologically hardwired to turn off the emotion. Now, a lot of women that are working in the corporate world have had to forcefully turn off their own emotions, but they're deep down inside, they're not happy about it. They're doing it because if they don't, they're not going to have a job, right? But deep down inside, they're like, something feels weird here. Something feels off. Well, yeah. You're pretending to act more masculine so you can get paid and keep doing your work and having a job. But deep down within, you're like, this doesn't feel feminine. I don't like how I'm feeling. And that's how my woman was feeling. Like when I first met her and she was doing her job and I was starting to explain to her the difference between masculine and feminine energy, she was like, holy shit, that clearly defines and explains how I've been feeling. Yeah. And she was good at her job. She was better at her job than all the men. And she loved her job, but she didn't like the fact that it forced her to be out of her natural biological essence most of the time of being feminine, right? Anyway, we've got 9 in the box, 7 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to keep talking about this till we start getting some channel members. Folks, please consider becoming a channel member here for as little as $2.99 per month for our members-only chats. Most of these Walking with Purpose streams are going to be members-only chats. As far as the in-studio streams, we're going to keep them at subscribers only with no waiting period for the time being, but that could change too. We might add a waiting period to the subscribers only mode, or at some point, we may just make them members only chat as well. And, people are going to ask, you're killing your channel by doing that. No, because our live streams have tremendous replay value. And people can always comment in the comment section, right? Just because you don't have people chatting here live doesn't mean they're not going to view your streams on the replay. And the way that my lady and I do our streams is evergreen value. And another thing you folks aren't thinking about, and this is something that's completely legitimate and many people do it, is repurposing content that we do live, my lady and I do live, and taking clips and turning those clips into other videos for the main channel. We're going to be doing that as well. There's a lot of value. There's a lot of value beyond having chatters here live, right? And typically when you're creating content live and you have chatters, if you get the wrong chatters in there, they're one big distraction, right? You get the right people, it's great. It enhances the show and helps people at the same time. But you get the wrong people and it becomes very distracting. So, California Forward Outdoors, perfect topic of the day. How you doing? How you doing, California Forward Outdoors? Hope your day is going better today than it was yesterday. We don't need to talk about the behind the scenes stuff, I mean, from yesterday. But it's all good. It's all good. I was too busy fixing my computer at California Forward Outdoors, and I'll let you folks handle everything on your own in the group. And that's how I'm going to do things from here on out. I'm not going to try to intervene in anything. Like, I might say, hey, look, I don't want to be involved in any drama. And, if people are going to go at each other, even within my group, and let them go at it and figure it out. It's all good. I still support you all. I love you all. I just, I'm just like done with drama. Like I'm extinct to drama. Drama's like extinct to me, like dinosaurs, But I hope you're having a great day. California Forward Outdoors in Southern California. It's a nice day out there. It's about 80 degrees out here. And my lady's going to be coming out later this evening to spend the weekend with me. We're going to have more content coming tonight. More than likely with her. If it's not with her, if she's too tired, I'm going to do a brief show regarding, ladies, don't do this on Hinge or other dating apps if you want success. I've got lots of screenshots to share, so you're not going to want to miss that one. I let it go and moved on. Coach Eli, it's 89 here. Oh, awesome. See, that's all. Hey, that's good. I have faith in you and everyone else behind the scenes that we still associate with, because you're all good people. But even good people, California Forward Outdoors, we have our moments, right? We have our moments, and sometimes things get a little hot, Lots of things are happening in the world nowadays, and if you're the type of person that likes to talk about things and discuss things, right? YouTube's the place to be, I'll tell you. YouTube is the place to be if you like to talk about things. But I'll tell you what I respect about you and the other people involved yesterday is that you folks handled it behind the scenes. You didn't do it publicly on a live stream on YouTube, and that's very respectful. Much respect to you and the other people involved. I talk about happiness. Yeah, I do too. I talk about happy things. I have 9 or 10 people here. I talk smack about someone, I have like 40 people here. And I don't like talking smack about anyone, California Forward Outdoors, but I don't know. People just love to see other people talk smack about each other. I just don't know. I don't see the purpose of it. It doesn't do anything for me, right? It actually repels me and angers me because it's so stupid and such a waste of time. You know what I mean? I'm almost halfway done with this walk. I'm not even going to go to the observation deck today, folks. I got to turn and burn because I got to get home and start getting ready to see my lady. Wow, that's a nice plane coming there. It's gliding at a nice, sweet, slow speed. And from that place in the sky there, the point where they're at, they can see right down at me. They can see me recording them or putting them on film, and they're all used to it. We're at the age that we will not sink to their level by talking smack, for it makes us look like a total ass, for we're too smart for that. Yeah. And here's the thing, California Forward Outdoors. I think you know this too, but I'll just say it anyway for everyone else. Yeah, it takes a lot longer to build a positive environment type of channel out here on YouTube, right? But slowly and surely, it's getting there, and it's going to keep on getting there. Because my lady and I, and the rest of you in the Coach Eli clan, like yourself, we're gonna all start doing some things down the road when it makes sense to do so. We're gonna turn things around here and make it a positive place. We're gonna turn the negativity out here on YouTube and make it more positive again, like it used to be. Amen, sister. Hey, respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Hey, babe. How you doing? Are you getting ready to almost head out? There's my sister, respectfully. Oh, a bug just flew on my hand. Fortunately, it wasn't a bee. There are lots of bees out here. Yeah, babe, I think tonight after we order some dinner, we're probably going to, we do this every so often, but I'm probably going to order some DoorDash tonight. And then my lady and I are going to probably do a stream at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be short, like an hour and a half. Because we're going to go and do something tomorrow. Just got the car washed. Oh, cool. Wonderful. Did you go through one of those drive-through car washes, babe? I love those. I never go to an actual, like, real car wash anymore. I either, do it by hand or go through a gas station car wash. Because they're cheaper and they do the job. And the cars get so dirty so quickly. I mean, I have a white car. I have a white car, right? And white cars, I mean, they show dust very quickly. So it's not worth, paying tons of money for an expensive car wash when it's going to get dirty right away again. I'll go through one of those car washes every week and a half to 2 weeks at the gas station, and it's all good. And then I detail the inside myself. Grubhub and Instacart is my friends. All right. When you wash your car, it's rain. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to turn and burn. I'm not going to the observation deck because, like I said, I got to get back as soon as possible so I can shower and get ready and be ready for my lady. Yeah, folks, getting back to the topic here. As the technology continues to progress in amazing ways in our world, more and more and more people are just seeking attention, right? And more people are just behaving just differently than ever before. But you don't have to let that. You don't have to let other people's behavior affect your behavior. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'll do a separate show on that. You don't have to let or allow other people's behavior affect your behavior. Because if you do, in essence, you're a follower and not a leader. And I want to think that every single person out there is capable of being a leader. You just have to choose to be a leader. The way you do that is, you don't fall into the footsteps of other people that are behaving erratically just to get attention, right? You don't have to do that. But a lot of times people get involved with other people like that because they have too much free time on their hands. I firmly believe, and this is what I firmly believe, and I've learned this over the decades, right? As I've gotten better at like removing most, if not all, drama from my life, is that people that behave erratically have too much time on their hands. People that behave erratically have too much time on their hands. It's beautiful outside, says California Ford Outdoors. Furthermore, CFO says attention seeker is not getting the attention they crave, right? And furthermore, she says other people's behavior is their issue, not mine, for I will ignore them and move on with my life. 100, a happy life indeed. I rarely got free time to do anything due to responsibility, of course. And my lady says, my car really needed it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, mine needs a wash too, babe. We're going to, wherever we decide to go tomorrow, we're going to stop by one of those car washes. I mean, my car's not horrible, but it needs a wash. It also needs to be a little bit vacuumed on the inside. I haven't done it in a few weeks. I can do that quickly tomorrow morning. Yeah, so people that get involved with drama have too much free time on their hands, right? Because if you occupy your time with so many great things, positive things, right, that are going to move you forward or help other people move forward or help you both move forward together, right? If you occupy your time doing that, you're going to have no time for drama. Only time you are going to get involved with drama in any aspect of your life, online or offline, is when you have too much free time on your hands, right? You make a choice, right? Everybody makes a choice how they respond to things or don't respond to things, right? Stemming off the topic, sometimes plans change. Things are going to change all the time. And in this modern world, we all need to learn to better adapt to changes because things are going to change at a moment's notice. We live in a very fast-paced world now with technology and smartphones and just so many other things. For me, I'll say this while you're here, babe, if you're still here. I know, and you're not the only one to have told me this in the last 15 years since I've been self-employed. I know that my schedule changes a lot as an entrepreneur. Sometimes I push things back when it comes to the person I'm dating, right? And it's not that I'm trying to do it on purpose. But every single entrepreneur struggles with this because we're trying to find a fine balance between making sure our business stays afloat and keeping our significant others happy, especially our spouse or our life partner, right? It's not something that is intentionally done. Entrepreneurs they used to be a rare breed, but now because of YouTube, and everyone wants to be a YouTuber, right? Or be a social media influencer, right? People want to be influencers, right? Maybe I do too, but for the right reasons. People, that start their own business and become self-employed, it changes their life. It affects their life. And typically, it affects their relationship. I've been an entrepreneur for almost 15 years. And one of the main reasons why my past relationships didn't work out was partially, or at least half of it, was being an entrepreneur and what I did as an entrepreneur and how much time I needed to invest in it, etc. Right? And there is a way to handle it. There is a way to handle it and balance in the relationship as well. You need to find someone and be with someone that has similar morals, values, and ethics and interests as you do. In this case, my lady she loved what I did on my YouTube channels when she first met me, before she even got involved, and now she loves participating and helping other people based on her past experiences, just like myself, right? And that's why it works between her and I. Look, her and I are never breaking up. We're going the distance. But is she going to have her moments if I'm running behind 30 or 45 minutes or an hour every now and then? Yeah, she is. And I don't blame her for it, and I expect that, right? Is she going to break up with me over that? No. Am I going to get mad at her for reacting to the fact that I had to push things back an hour or something? No. It's not worth it. I'm talking about it because it's just not worth arguing. It's not really as big of a deal, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Me pushing back things an hour with my lady today, yeah, to her it's a big deal, and I understand why it's a big deal to her, but really, overall, it's not really that big of a deal. But if I were to push it back 2 or 3 hours, then it would be a big deal. Then I know, yeah, then at that point it'd be like, yeah, I'm not being, considerate to her wants and needs, right? But folks, if you have friends that are working or self-employed, and you make plans and they have to set them back a half an hour or an hour, no big deal. If it goes beyond that, then it's a problem. But if someone needs 30, 60 minutes every now and then, and they need to set back, your plans for something that out of the blue came up, be understanding to it. It's not worth arguing, right? If it goes beyond that, then you have a choice. You can say, hey, I want to be back home by a reasonable amount of time. So, if you can't make it at the regular time, or if you're going to be later than 30 minutes or an hour, then it's just not going to be a good time to do it tonight, right? And never get upset. Handle things maturely. Handle things maturely. Because honestly, what's yelling going to do? Is yelling going to change it? No. Is yelling going to make it any better? No. Is getting upset going to make it better? No. It's not. Not only is it not going to make it better, it may end up upsetting the other person, in this case me. And like I said, I don't get upset. I just tell my lady, come on, babe, I love you. We're going to see each other. I apologize. I was very, very apologetic earlier. But she misses me so much that I could apologize through the stratosphere, and she would still be feeling that way. But she's the kind of person that, hey, she'll get over it and we'll have a great time. Now she's getting a car wash and doing some other things in the meantime. Good for you, babe. Respectfully have them waxed and detailed and sanitize it. CFO says, all I do is spread kindness and mind my own business. I have responsibility, zero drama in my life, and will always stay that way. I would like to start a business someday. Box of chocolate makes things better. Oh yeah, a box of chocolate in moderation is not a bad idea. But typically, sometimes, people will get that box of chocolate and they'll eat the whole thing in one sitting. Then they'll gain weight, and then they'll also feel really, really sick. They'll have that sugar high. Chocolate is the best. Babe, do you like See's candy? See's candies? You know what? I haven't seen any See's candy stores around. I mean, I think they're still around. My favorite See's candy is the Bordeaux, the one with the sprinkles and that Bordeaux filling. I could eat those things like they're out of style. Chocolate covered strawberries, even better. All right. I have some ideas on where we're going to go tomorrow, babe, based on what you've been saying. So when you say I don't listen to you, baby, I listen to you all the time. But I only focus on what I feel would be happiness for the both of us. Yes, I do take everything you say into consideration. But just know, just because I don't respond to everything doesn't mean I'm not listening. I am. I hear everything. It's just some things, I focus on more than others. Yeah, folks, don't get mad at people. Don't instigate drama, right? Treat people the way you want to be treated. I keep saying this time and time and time and time again. And maybe one day, my words will make a difference. And many people will start to realize that, hey, going at people, yelling at people, being a part of drama is a complete waste of not only your time, your life. It's a complete waste of life. Oh, I've never seen that plane. That's a beautiful light blue plane. Babe, can you see that plane? That's a beautiful old school plane. Nice and shiny too. Very classic and classy. See's Candies is around. They do have a website. I check it out and saved it on my homepage on my phone. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, CFO. Man, I will eat chocolate-covered strawberries and be happy. Well, chocolate-covered strawberries are good. Anything in moderation is okay. As long as you get your exercise in. Another reason why I sat back seeing my lady for an hour is because I didn't get to do my walk yesterday because of what happened to the program on my computer. And I could not go another day without taking a walk because sometimes on the weekends my lady, I don't have multiple ladies, babe. I'm always with you. My lady and I, which is what I was trying to say, sometimes on the weekends, we only get a mile or two walk in, right? So, I just can't go 4 or 5 days without doing a 3.5 mile or 4 mile walk. So that's why. It's another reason. And, the way I make my decisions, if I have to do something that, might, I wouldn't say upset my lady, but disappoint her a little bit, I pick and choose things that are worth it. And I'm not saying that it's worth disappointing your lady at all, but if you're going to disappoint your lady a little bit, at least do it for something that's worth it, like exercise. And in this case, also doing a piece of content to keep the channel and the business going, right? Make it productive, right? So see, she can't come back at me and say, well, you made me wait an extra hour to see you, and you didn't do shit. No, I did a 3.5 mile walk and a show for the business and the channel. No, she's still going to be a little disappointed, but she'll get over it. Once she sees me, I'll be there, and she'll be like, she'll say, I'm home, I'm safe, I'm with my man. That's right, baby. That's right. And then I'll do some oh, 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 oh. The right touch, you got the right touch, baby. Love the way you turn me on. All that I needed was you in my life. Oh, girl. You know what, baby? I think we're going to go see some NKOTB. I think we're going to go see the next time they're around, because I believe, like you said, they're still touring New Kids on the Block, NKOTB, right? Even though I saw them in concert when I was 16, I think I was 16, when I saw them in concert at the Oakland Coliseum Arena. I bought tickets and even won more tickets from one of the radio stations back then. Let's see, 16, I'm 48, 26, 36, 40. Jeez, that was 32 years ago. God. 32 years ago. Yeah, and I went to that concert with a couple of my guy friends. We were like the only guys there. There were a lot of... This was right before I met my high school sweetheart. I'll tell you, that was a fun time. All the guys were making fun of us, saying that you're going to NKOTB, New Kids on the Block concert. That's for girls. Well, if we're the only guys there and there are like 50,000 other women, you tell me. You tell me. That's like 17,000 women per guy. Woo! Geez, I can't even handle one, let alone 17,000 women. Back then, the odds were still in the favor of men. Nowadays, women have turned the odds in their favor with these dating apps and the beta males overly inflating their value. Like, being in that concert hall, 3 guys with like 50,000 women. Now, they were all screaming and yelling. That was kind of annoying, but man, it was fun. We had a good time. We had a really good time. And it wasn't just New Kids on the Block. There were some other people. I think the Cover Girls were there. And then this singer named Dino used to have a song called Summer Girls Having Fun. I like summer girls, the way they walk and talk. Ow. I wish they all could be like summer. Wish they all could be like summer girls. 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 I can't even remember the song. Music used to be so much better back then. I'm sure if you Google it or YouTube it, Dino, D-I-N-O, Summer Girls. Yeah, Dino, the Cover Girls, New Kids on the Block. I can't remember who else was there. It wasn't just NKOTB. They were the headliner. But yeah, it was a good time. I do exercise 7 days a week, says CFO. Oh, good. Great to hear that. Great to hear that. Yeah, I'm really glad I got out and did this walk today. It's going to make all the difference with my attitude. It's going to keep me healthy and fit. The endorphins are going to just be sky high. I see a beautiful weekend up ahead, and hopefully you're going to have a great weekend too. And guys, if you have a lady in your life or a partner in your life, but for the guys that are dating women, take your lady somewhere nice this weekend. And, for one time, I know maybe money may be tight for you, right? I get that, right? Forget about money for one time. Just show her a good time. Go take a nice walk at a lake or any body of water near you. Right? Have a picnic on the beach. Maybe go on a nice hike. Maybe at night, you go to a nice romantic dinner with a beautiful view of water or wherever, right? Depending on where you're at, which is what I'm trying to say. And go somewhere an hour and a half away or so you have time to kick back in the car, play some music, and have a nice conversation, have fun with your partner, with your lady or your partner. And just try to be as understanding about things as you can be, folks. In the modern world, things are happening at such a fast and high pace, right? Everything's so fast paced, right? And we try to get more done than possible, right? And that's why we get set back, right? Usually, right? But regardless of what happens, try to be completely understanding of other people's feelings, wants, and needs, no matter what. I don't know if it's my phone getting warm, but I think the iPhone just dimmed. When it hits a certain temperature, it dims. But it's not really that hot. But anyway, the processor in the iPhone 12 and iPhone 13, they're very fast processors. I mean, these are processors that can run a laptop or desktop in a tiny phone. So you're gonna have heat issues. I'm just surprised it's not worse. I actually don't think this iPhone's ever turned off once. My iPhone 6 Plus I had before this got so hot one time that the battery it turned off, and it showed me the battery and a heat logo, making me aware that your phone's overheated. But they've gotten better at when it gets hot, they'll dim your screen so that way it cools things off and requires less processor power. But you folks should still be able to see me perfectly. I just can't see myself on the screen as easily. So folks, again, these Walking with Purpose streams here on Coach Eli 2 are now members-only chats, $2.99 per month, 10 cents per day. Not going to force anyone to buy it. I'm going to keep doing the shows no matter what, because people are still watching the shows. The shows are still getting 100, 200 views, sometimes 300 views. And you know what? I'm satisfied with that, because you want to know something? All it takes is 5 or 10 decent people to start participating. And then more people will find out about what we're doing here and participate in the right way. That's why, some channels will come at me and say, well, you've got 5 people, 10 people in the box. You get 100, 200 views. I get 150, 200 in the box, and I get 1.5 to 1.5K to 2K plus views. Well, That's because it's drama. And also, you know, you guys all accuse people of buying subs and live view botting and all that stuff. And all those people that have all those views, a lot of those are botted views. A lot of those are botted views. You know, you can't sit here and tell me that in the first 2 to 3 hours of a video or a stream, a no-name drama creator gets 2,000 views, and Coach Corey Wayne's pre-recorded videos on the channel with 500,000 subscribers, and he's been around for over a decade, sometimes get 2,000 or 3,000 views total on a video. Or not as fast, right, as those drama channels. So, again, doesn't matter to me if there are 5 or 10 people here. It doesn't matter if people don't purchase the membership, right? I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, and eventually the right people will come around. And it takes time, right? And, you know, I always talk about karma, folks. I always talk about karma, right? A lot of times I talk about karma from a negative standpoint. Karma's going to come back and bite people in the ass that play the system or play games, right? But there is also such a thing as good karma. There's good karma and bad karma, right? For me, the good karma is right around the corner. Why? Because I'm patient. I'm patient. And I'm working hard. And I want to earn each and every one of your memberships if you purchase it here at some point, or earn your subscription. I want to earn it one by one. I want you to get value here. I want you to know this is a place that is drama-free. This is a place where we uplift each other. This is a place where we can laugh and joke and enjoy each other's company. This is a place where we may also disagree many times, but it's how we disagree, like I keep saying. You can agree to disagree respectfully, and move on, right? A lot of people have always said, well, not always, but a lot of people that I've encountered on the YouTube platform have said, you know, you silence people's freedom of speech. Nope, I don't. I don't silence people's freedom of speech. I silence hate speech and inappropriate, stupid bullshit that not even 2-year-olds do. And this bullshit's coming from 50, 40, 30, 40, 50 plus year old supposed grown-ass men, right? And the funny thing is that these people, some of these people, they think they're just getting to me by doing stupid shit that they can get away with doing out here on YouTube, right? It doesn't bother me at all. I've totally moved on from it, right? But they themselves deep within know that they're pathetic and lonely and miserable. And they have to do stupid shit on YouTube, or stupid shit, period, so they can feel better about themselves. All right? I'm not here to I'm not a nursery school. I'm not a daycare center. I'm not here to babysit grown-ass adults. That's why I silence people like that. Not silencing your freedom of speech. I'm silencing your hatred of not just, you know, your hatred of myself or other people that you perceive to be better than you, but I'm silencing your hatred of yourself, because it all starts within each and every one of you. Hate starts within yourself. Anytime you hate upon someone else, all you're doing is projecting your own hatred onto them, because you don't love yourself. You're not happy with yourself, because people, like I always say this is the bottom line right here. People that are truly and deeply happy with who they are deep within are not going to attack other people. Even if people are attacking, us, we'll just kind of laugh at it and say, yeah, whatever, right? Right? Again, I'm not saying that even the best of us haven't had our moments, and I'm not saying we've never attacked other people. We have in the past. And we've just grown to learn it's not worth it. It's stupid. It's a waste of time and energy. And not only wastes your current time and energy, it sets you back, because it drains you for days, sometimes weeks, right? It feels a lot warmer. Like right now, it feels like 85 or 87 degrees. I feel like I'm just getting warmer. It's humid. It's just been very, very humid lately. And when it's humid, the allergens kick up more. That's why, baby, if you're still listening or watching, when it's humid, it just, the allergens just spread quicker. I cannot stand humidity. I'm definitely feeling it. That's why my phone dimmed. It is getting hotter towards the end of the day. So yeah, folks, I got somebody coming on the left. I'm going to pull up the side here. Okay. There's no need to get upset if plans change, if people change their mind. That's where I want to help each and every one of you get to. I want you to get to that level of where you have so much self-love that it doesn't matter how many people flake on you or delay hanging out with you, or doesn't matter how many dates you go on that don't work out, or if you've been with someone for 3 years and they break up with you. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it hurts. It's going to sting, right? But if you're happy within yourself and you know your self-worth, you're going to know that no matter what happens, there are always other people. There are so many other people in this world that can enhance your life and you can enhance theirs. It's not worth trying to convince people or get mad at people that didn't work with or don't want to be a part of your life, right? It's not easy to learn that. I had to learn that the hard way. And I didn't really start to understand that until my early 30s, early to mid 30s. And when I hit my 40s, that's when I really started to clearly understand everything in the ways I do today. And I'll even tell you this. My last 5-6 years on YouTube, I've learned more about life in the last 5 to 6 years based on what I've experienced out here and everything I've seen and heard and read, etc. That at this point right now, nothing phases me at all. I've seen it all. I've been there. I've done that. I just want to live my days in peace, unity, and harmony. Oh, that's a B. That's a big B. Go away, B. The water's at a nice high level, actually. See, you can see it right there by the plants. Or the grass or whatever it is. It's a lot cooler right here, right by the water, I'll tell you. It's like a 15-degree difference. It feels about 70 degrees here. Over there, it felt like 85 to 87, maybe a 17-degree temperature difference. Living by a body of water, let me tell you, it's like natural air conditioning, and it makes a hell of a difference. I'm gonna wait here a second. There's a gentleman coming. I'm gonna see if he's gonna go to the other side or come on the trail. All right. Yeah, he's coming on the trail. Yep, my signature finish right there. That's my signature shot, let's put it that way. We're not going to talk about the industry that has the a different type of finishing from the man, right? A certain type of shot that starts with the letter C, which I won't say here because it could possibly get me demonetized. Folks, get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in just about 2 or 3 minutes. Again, tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, around 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. I'm either going to be doing a show with my lady. There are many topics that she sent me she wants to do. We're going to pick one and do one if she decides to do the show with me. If not, I will do a brief 1-hour show on my own at around 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, right here on Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams. And if I do those show by myself, you're going to love the screenshots I'm going to be sharing about the women I encountered on the Hinge app while I was single before I met my lady. I've got like 56 screenshots. I'm going to show you what these women would write on their profiles. And then you're going to be like, no wonder they're still single. A lot of them were very attractive women, very hot women, but I don't care about just looks. I mean, sure, you want to have a decent looking woman. Who doesn't? Right? But you don't want to be with a hot woman that has a shit attitude, right? Same thing with you ladies. You don't want to be with a sexy man that has a shit attitude, right? Anyway, thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you respectfully, maturely, and professionally for being here, my lady. Thank you to CFO, California Ford Outdoors, for being here. And thank you to Lewis Fuller for being here and anyone else watching behind the scenes. Consider getting that membership. Only $2.99 per month for members-only chats, which is where most of my Walking with Purpose streams are going to be now that we have channel memberships active here on Coach Eli 2. And the shopping tab has been added as of today, like I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show. So yeah, got the same exact monetization features now that I've had on my main channel for a while. Gonna reset the chat one more time, come back and shut it down. So get your final thoughts in, I'll be right back. All right, folks, no new messages. That's going to do it. We're leaving 6 in the box and 9 thumbs up. All right, see you all later tonight if you're around. If not, see you next time. Take care, and as always, be good to each other. I can't even see the screen.